Long Walk. Now, this is an adaptation of Stephen King's first novel. And on top of that, the director, Francis Lawrence, was also the director of Hunger Games. So we just watched it. Looked pretty raw to me, Brian.
Yeah, and if I wasn't feeling enough of a failure of my life already, hearing that Stephen King did this book at 18 makes me feel even worse. So thank you, Stephen King, for making me feel like an absolute bum. But, I think that this is a huge book. This is a heavily popular book. Again, one of the first, if not the first, that Stephen King ever did, and it has a huge following. So I think it does look like it's going to be well done. It seems like they do take care into this. This seems almost within, I don't want to say like tones, because The Fury is a completely different movie, but I just love that it's got a serious look to it. It doesn't look amateur at all. Again, it has a very big IP following with the book, so I think that they know that this is something that they're going to have to do a good job with, and we'll see if they deliver through. I think that they will, but obviously I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again.
Well, I think the only thing that came to mind was that's a lot of walking. It's basically like a one location movie, kind of, if you think about it in that regard, even though they're walking, because they're not going to be hopping in a car. They're not going to be visiting other locations. They're just going to be trotting away. So hopefully they can keep it fresh. I think it does look very good from the first look. And, this is kind of a mix of like a horror suspense. So it could do really well. I'm curious to know what the budget, but what the budget is. But I wouldn't. From the look of it, I don't think it's over like 20 million. So they might do really well on this.
Yeah, it seems like they keep it's not huge stars in there anywhere. They're giving new actors a shot as well. I do think that I do like when stories, this is like army training and everything. I like when grand stories that could be about anything stay centralized and try to stay small. So I do like the fact that this is a really target. It almost reminds me of more of like a painterly approach to just picking one subject of a larger topic. You could and I think why like war movies are kind of people are worn out on, but if you can get in there and find a small aspect of it, I think you can still have fresh ways to tell these old stories. And especially with pre-existing source material, you know what? I think that they've got all the cards in there for this to be a hit. We'll see how it does in the box office. I know that these movies have been struggling to really push through, but I liked it, and keep going on these good, not original content, but new series, new shows. I'm surprised that it's taken them this long to do this book. We'll see, and let us know if you guys are excited to check this out, if there's anything else that you're keeping your eye on, and we'll catch you all on another episode of the Blockbuster Brothers.